What's up, DigiDestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we're going to be going over the WTF moments that you've ever come across to the moments that you played your opponent has walked you into. So let's dive into the video and talk about it. So first off, we have once I had nearly the perfect OTK setup for Jessamon against Yellow Hybrid. 3 checks twice versus 6 security, Blitz Omni in hand, but that 15k DP Jessamon effect plus red Demi Meramon, Judgment of the Blade, and a dedicated plan were used, but no Sistermon seal on board. Oh, I kind of know where this is going. The first check was Suzanomon. I had a feeling. 15k DP, freaking devastated. I put in a good fight for a little while after that, but couldn't quite come back after being dealt with that blow. I ended up switching back to Babytomon after that loss. I don't blame you. Yeah, well learned. This is why you run 4 Babytos in Jessamon. Factual. Mine was actually a mistake. Just a few months ago, I once forgot to set up my security stack at the beginning, and opponent didn't catch it either. We both noticed it a few turns in, and I've been playing the game since release and have never made such a rookie mistake again. It was just a locals, but still embarrassing. I mean, hey, even I personally still do that occasionally. I get ahead of myself, especially in certain matchups. Luckily at locals, sometimes you're very cool about it, and they'll just, as long as you don't go too far, you're fine. But yeah, it kind of happens in this kind of game where we're very fast-paced and trying to remember everything. So it just happens. Sometimes I get it. Not me, but a guy at our locals played Myotismon and had 3 cards left in deck. Set to win next turn, opponent hits his security stack, and it was an analog youth. Oh no! Which dumped his last 3 cards, and he lost his turn draw setup. His draw step. Oof. Oof. I feel bad. I have had this happen with both analog and core Dramon. This is utterly betrayal. Facts! That is just like betrayal. Same thing happened to a guy at my locals, but he was playing Purple Lucemon. Oof. In my first tournament of BT7 format, I evolved into Suzanomon to destroy a Darugamon. Instead of doing more recovery because I didn't know that besides not reducing his DP, it was impossible to delete it by Durugreymon for the turn, so I gave him too much memory for nothing. Oof. Yep, this is why you double check effects, and I wish we had like little templates of like, hey, this is what effects are on board. I mean, hey, it happens. Playing Purple Rush, Digivolve to Anubismon to bring back a level 3 Purple Rookie to gain Rush because of Anubis, but my opponent was saying it shouldn't because it would be OP, but that is how Anubismon works when Digivolving and letting my Digimon from trash to get Rush when played. My opponent was strongly on Anubis this effect to work on my turn, but it was still my turn. Still won though. Good. Sometimes that happens. People really question on, is this really the true effect? Well, it happens. Back in BT4, had an opponent forget I had a memory blocker on field. Went to play Dark Dramon. I had 10 memory. I won. That's not bad. I mean, yeah, this is why you always check board state before you do things, people. Played against Yellow Hybrid. They got to 10 security. Were really confident that I went to swing with a Gallantmon over Savior Huckmon with a few ties and dedicated on board. Omnimon for game. Oof. I thought that was going to go way left field and go like, yeah, it hit a Suzanomon and I died. Oh. Being able to attack for game instead playing something else, which made them lose the game. Japanese players stall so much that they end up doing this kind of fucked up all the time. Yeah, it happens. I have a Cerberusmon on field, werewolf mode in trash. My opponent swings into security, hits dead or alive. Oh, no. I play a werewolf from trash, pop the Cerberus, gain 9 memory on my bonus turn. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Burn my security 0 with Binding Lay and Lopmon, and then making it 3 again with Kazuchimon 2 times in the same game. That I feel bad. This is how villains are made. This is how villains are made. I can see the oh no, please not again in my opponent's eyes. This is how the villain's origin story starts. That's how we're gonna go about it. Back in BT6, had an opponent's board had opponent's board with 8 checks. Check 2 defeats, 2 Corjamon security on play, 2 Holy Waves, 2 tactical retreats. He scooped end of turn. This is the high I've been chasing ever since. I mean, there's just a level that you're never going to get that again, and that's a setup. That I would call stack deck city there. My opponent hit purple option from BT7. So BT7, Zwarts? No, purple option. Happy Fly. No. Yeah, Happy Fly Bullet. Well, I had 10 nope, it's not. That's not Happy Fly Bullet. That's Zwart Swarmer, I think. Zwart Lazinger. Zwart Lazinger. I know the word. I got the word. It's in my head. He had 11 Digimon, including the Cherubi he swung with. The option deleted everything except this Cherubi. He thought he had game and the game wrapped up. Oh, that's career ender. That's a career ender, that purple option. That hybrid. Oh my god, clears the full board. And Cherubimon didn't even die, so it didn't even gain that much value. Oof. An opponent game 1 in a Evo Cup. Opponent plays a TK. He checks his security, grabs Jet Sylphie, then says, oops, I forgot to hatch. I was like, oh, no, probably no problem, man. Hatch always away. The hatch then Swart Lassinger's me, and I then hit Holy Flame as his last security, and I took his he went Kazuchi into Reinforce. I lost game, and it was game 3. Yeah, this in major tournaments, fun at locals to let people take back place. Major events, no go. They screw up, that's their fault. They didn't hatch, that's their fault. Do not let that happen. That'll cost you games. They make misplays, you take advantage of it. Hard play adjustment against Blue Hybrid while at 1 security. He was at 4 security. Past 10 memory. They were out of cards in hand, but had a Digimon out, and I could not attack. Every turn I had to attack to summon a free Sistermon from my trash to block to keep me alive. He finally got out second and third Mon in the same turn, which I forced him to Omni, but like the memory gamble, he was totally out of Mons to play. That is one no cards in hand. Jesmon, slam it down. Come at me, bro. That top deck better be miracles. Nope, not a miracle, not a miracle. Only 1 Hammer Spark in hand, and I took game next turn. Nice. That's how I beat Imperial John once before. Just hard play Jesmon. They couldn't respond, so I just kept swinging. He couldn't stop me. Sometimes just hard playing your boss Digimon early enough and just letting it go to town is just all you need. Digivolved into Alter S to de-digivolve my opponent's big threat, so I could win the game next turn. He digivolved into Sarismon with his Digimon he pulled from the bench, then used Hidden Potential Discover on his level 5, digivolving into Bancho Stingmon, suspending my Alter S on his Hidden Potential. That shouldn't have happened. By the way that's worded, it should not have happened because Discover, he pulled from bench using Hidden Potential Discovered on his other level 5 Digimon into a Bancho Stingmon, suspending my Alter S, then using his 2 minis to hatch Digivolve and raise and Digivolve into swing for game for that turn. I wasn't expecting any of that one. Yeah, I think there was a little confusion there. Sarismon can't rest for Hidden Potential Discovered your opponent's Digimon. That doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. I think that was a complete misunderstanding. What was playing against Black Security Control in BT5 with Shoutmon, had an awesome stack, not gonna lie, but not have lethal, swung into defeat in a tie mat. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4 security checks by just 2 defeats on board. Oof. So let's bring up Danny Oko's little video here. He's got a moment for us. Let's pop it up, shall we? Let's go. So
we'll go Rhino
swing, Rhino swings in. This was game 1 into the Azulanmon. Oof. That's not what you want to see. Next, let's see what part 2 is about.
Rhino will attack security.
Swing in with Rhino again.
To Digivolve
Ancient Beetle, let's go.
Ancient Beetlemon for 3. And it's 13k.
And Azulanmon.
That's
Convenient in the
strong.
same spot, which is really funny because he's pulling from the bottom of the deck and not from the top. But that's a little suspicious, but We'll slide that on to another time. We're not looking for cheaters this time around. So let's go here. I don't remember much details, but somehow playing blocker Diabormon EX from hand, I mean hard playing it, saved me once against a friend's red hybrid. I was bricking really bad hard, then I still had a hard time getting over it. Like, I played it for last, but still got the job done. I don't blame you. I was playing a black reboot deck, Metal Guru. If you're curious, well, I had my board wiped other than my Metal Guru. Maybe had a level 3 in raising, had to pass turn at 3. We both had 1 security. Hugh raises a level 4 from the back, Digivolves from 3 to 5, and swings at security. And then Izzy the Rat. He activates on play, reveals the top 3 cards. All black cards. I gain memory past turn. I swung for game with both Digimon and win. Oof. Played against security control. I once swung my Jessamon over Zord defeat, not realizing would delete Jessamon. I legit had game and went for the clear. Lost me the match. Oof. Yeah, you always forget that you have to do that kind of thing. There was this one time where I won that was pretty insane. Okay, Logan, tell me. Was playing a yellow purple Mastamon deck with Odinimon on the tabletop, soon trying a Terrier deck when EX2 comes out. He built it up all to Ordinimon and cleared my field, giving me 10 memory because he did that. Then I just Digivolved to Mega Gargo, EX2, and bounced his Ordinimon back to hand and won the match. Oof. Bye, Ordinimon. Managed to get my promo Diabormon to swing for 37 DP, 24 checks with Decoy. They had 9 security, but it took 2 Wyvern's Breath to the face and kept going. How long did you let that happen? Oh my goodness. Happened to me once, hope never again. Played online, almost won. Evolved into Azulamon. Attacked with a 4+ security. Didn't realize he has a blocker on field. Bad camera quality. Finally lost the match. Oof. So, I once triple dropped Volcandramon on a content creator's live stream. Ooh, you got a clip? Nope. But have to find the VOD. This was during BT1 format, and I was playing Turbo Red Omni versus Purple Rookie Rush. Oh god, that was crazy. And then I actually came up with something for this because I thought this was hilarious, and it just popped in my head. So let's watch the clip, right? Let's roll it. Just playing Red Omni. Let's go. Volcandramon, let's go! Clear the board. First board clear. Rebuilds it. Goes again. Volcandramon number 2. Rebuilds it. Go. Volcandramon 3. That's how you clear that board, and they still have everything ready to go. He definitely won that game, but that was just probably funny. I figured that would be hilarious for you guys to see. I had 3 Chaosdramons on field before my opponent realized none of them had blocker, and he was playing Diabormon, so he definitely swept. Oh man. I played Blue Hybrid against Diabormon. He spawned 12 tokens with blocker past turn, and I thought I was doomed and could only try to stun most of them and fish for an Ice Wall. I found a Zulamon, got 7 memory back, and also found a Supreme Cannon, which I totally forgot I run. Oh my god. And that Diabormon didn't have them like at 9k, please. Swung for game. Had Omnimon X antibody out on the field facing black. They had Karinimon out. I swung. They stopped me with a plus 1000 power deep blocker Agumon. He started singing "In My Arms of an Angel." Do you really want to hurt me? Gets remorse yesterday at locals. The same thing roughly happened, but it was against Gabumon, and the player goes in and mocks Agumon's voice. Ty, I don't feel so good. Another player at the table mocks Ty's voice, goes, just keep looking at the Lopmons, buddy. Early days started with BT6. My very first match in the tournament, I got security conned, felt destroyed, almost quit on spots. Locals, most people swing and forget Gundramon's a blocker. Digivest goes up against the Blue Ocean, and that was Blue Hybrid. Getting mirror match with Yellow Hybrid and almost hitting the draw. Always hitting the draw. I know, Yellow Hybrid sucks when it's the mirror. In one tournament with Jessamon Gallimon deck, with Galliment line OTK security. Then he had 10 security, swung 5 security down, Savior unsuspends, all that good stuff. You know, swings again, -5 security, Omnimon for game. He was like, what just happened? That does happen from time to time. I think we'll do a second segment there, but let's get some of the Reddit players. So last week I blocked Emperor Greymon, never again. Oh man, that sucks. You'd never block Emperor Greymon. That's like rule number uno. I had to. In one round, I played a dude that played his microphone next to his computer fan, so his cooling was blowing the whole game to my ear. I asked if he could move the mic, but he simply said no, which you can call a judge for. Just a heads up, they can request for him to move it, because if it's really distracting for the player, especially if it's hurting your ears, you're allowed to call a judge for that. What made it worse was the fact that he played security control, and I had to fight 3 hard, long rounds and loud. My opponent played EX1 Ogremon and attacked my security. It was his second turn, and I didn't have a blocker. He discards a card, checks 2 security, Blanc Huckmon. Then he played a 2-cost Devimon and uses Demonic Disaster to stand his Pokemon again. He attacks again, discards a card, and checks 3 security, Blanc again. Red Memory Boost and a Memory Tie. Then he just passes, and I couldn't get a blocker on board. Oof. I took my opponent's deck while cutting and started dealing myself security with his most embarrassing shit I've ever done. Especially if they're the same color, you kind of just get in the, like, you get just like, oh, it's my deck. Oh, it happens. That misplay where you and your opponent forgot to bring out the Digimon and raising lost the game. Or this guy at locals that always misses his timing on cards. Oof. Diabormon token spam with rush against security control. It took at least 11 attacks to get through their 5 security, everything due to all their recovery and security like Holy Wave. But thankfully BT2's Kurisarimon and BT5 won under a DNA Chimeramon, and a BT6 Diabormon with a 3 errata gave me enough memory and tokens to do what I needed to do. Lord Nightmon DP minus Tor, I couldn't bring anything out since it would just die right after my turn ended. For me, it has to be the time where every single round in a tournament I bricked. Literally, every hand I won 1 round and then lost the rest. It was insane how bad my luck was. One dude asked me if I had to intentionally stack my deck to lose. Oh, man. I didn't know if I messed up, but I was playing against Green Hybrid, and this guy took up to 10 minutes just to attack with one guy and pass until all our round time was up, and it ended in a tie. It was pretty frustrating. Definitely call a judge on that. Judge. Especially if they use up 10 minutes. That's a massive slow play. 2 minutes max. 2 minutes. That's all they need. I ended up playing a mirror match with Yellow Hybrid Recovery in person. My FLGS match took like 2 hours, and I ended a game with less than cards than deck than in my security in the store owner standing over a starting clear table with ours cards still. It was hours past close. I forgot to hatch my egg. Check my opponent's last security hit dead or alive. They proceeded to server. Yeah, I heard this one already. We played at a store where I played the manager in the tournament, went to game 3, and they said all game 3s re-roll to decide who goes first. Winner chooses. Showed him the rules, but he said he plays at Nats and other huge tournaments. That's what they do. No, they don't. Rephrase that. That's not in the rules. Never went back because they added even more rules to help their bad players win. Ew. Got locked into Omnimon X Antibody, stalled mirror with a Machine Dramon player against my X Antibody deck. The funny thing was that he couldn't kill each other's Omnimons with their effects because he had Giga Dramon underneath his and I had a Durgurmon underneath mine, so our DPs were higher than each other's other than during each other's turn until I was able to draw Final Zord Punch. Boom! There you go. That's how you do it. But guys, what did you think of this video? Let me know down in the comments. Do you think you want more of this videos? Really appreciate these kind of things and feedback. Let me know, and I'll catch you next one. Peace!